She looked at me, just waiting for me to fall apart. To beg, to plead for another shot after she told me she was going back to her ex. She had this look on her face, a mix of pity and smug certainty. She was waiting for the show to begin. But instead, I did something she never ever saw coming. Our relationship was a classic, painful dance, the anxious avoidant trap. The more I wanted closeness, the more she'd pull away, which only made me chase harder. So when we sat in that coffee shop and she finally said it, I'm going back to him. I can't do this anymore. I knew what she expected. She was waiting for me to break, confirming her belief that she was the prize. For a split second, my body went into its usual panic mode. The urge to beg, to list all the reasons we were good together, was overwhelming. And then, something just clicked. I saw the entire exhausting cycle play out in my mind. I realized that pleading wouldn't change her mind. It would just prove to her that I didn't respect myself. In that single moment of clarity, I made a choice. I was not going to play my part in her show. I took a slow breath and met her gaze head on. Okay, I said. My voice was calm, steady. I understand. I wish you the best. And that was it. The smug pity on her face just evaporated, replaced by wide-eyed confusion. This wasn't in her script. I stood up, put a few dollars on the table for my coffee, gave a small final nod, and walked out of that coffee shop. I didn't look back. It was the hardest and most liberating walk of my life. I started strict no contact, not as a game, but as a hard boundary for my own sanity. I poured all the energy I had been pouring into her and put it right back into myself. And then, about a month later, it happened. A text message, "Hey, how have you been?" My silence gave her the space she needed to finally feel your absence. But the real win wasn't that she reached out. The real win was that when she did, I felt nothing. That desperate need for her approval was just gone. The shock on her face when I didn't beg wasn't about her losing me. It was about her losing the power she held over me. Your power in a breakup is never in trying to convince them to stay. It's in your ability to respectfully accept their decision and show them that your life will go on. Walking away shows them that you can live without them, and that is the first real step toward unbreakable self-respect. If you've ever been stuck in that painful tug-of-war and finally chose yourself, I want to hear about it. Share your moment of clarity in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if this is hitting home for you, subscribe for more on how to break these cycles for good.